Right, we're going to create a new team, and just for a bit of a challenge, we're going to go with an orc team. So, orcs are kind of classic. They're also a bit crap, to be honest. When they first start off, they're close to skillless. And then by the time they get up around the 1800s, they start getting mauled by the claws and the pilings on and the agi teams that have survived. However, they're great fun, and I'm going to try a bit of a theme with this team. What we're going to do is, any player that gets to his fourth role will take the standards, obviously blocks and mighty blows and guards. But when a player gets to the fourth roll, unless they've rolled a special 10, so movement for the blitzers, or agi for the blitzers, or strength or dodge for the linemen and the black orcs, then they're sacked and we start again. That way, when we get to the high points, we should have a special team. I've estimated this will only take about 3,000 games. Then they'll probably both die to a GFI, but anyway, let's give it a go. Now, there's lots of good advice on how you should do an orc team. That's not good, is it, eh? Defeat. Just orc it up a bit. Yeah. There's lots of good advice on how you should do an orky team, but I'm going for fun, so we're going to start off with a troll. You've got to name them yourself, otherwise you don't get attached to them. If you don't get attached to them, then you can't mourn their loss. So, a pretty standard name for my troll. I think it's always pretty good when someone's jumping on your mum. Then we'll get ourselves some black orcs. We'll just give them silly old names. We'll have Thumper. Wait a minute. Is that a linesman or a black orc I bought there? I'll check in a minute. Let's just go back and cancel purchases. Let's start again. Let's see, click on the picture so you can name them. So, the joke never gets old with your mum. Get some black orcs. Now, again, sort of heavy blitzers, light on the black orcs is kind of the wise way to go, because then you get some block, and these things take a yacht to level up. But they're black orcs and they're strong and they're funny. They should all have nice, stupid names. The best way to name orcs is to pretend you're 5, or if you're not as good at sort of down aging, just for a moment, picture yourself as a Manchester United supporter. It will drop your vocab. You should easily come up with some names. Probably, if you are a Man United supporter, many of them will just be your mates. Stompy, that's good. Alright, we'll get a couple of blitzers. How much have we got? 570. We'll get a couple of blitzers. So they're blitzers. So blitz, we'll have Stocker. The blitzy name. Jonker. Now, goblins are completely useless. But they're handy for sacrificing, they're handy for chucking with your troll, and you can easily get some fouling on them so they can stomp on people, and that's always annoying. He's going to fly a lot, that's his plan. Okay, so we need, let's just confirm those. So we've got 8, we need 3 more, but before we do that, let's Now, 3 rerolls is optimum for an orky team. Early on, probably 8 would be safe, but then you can't field any players. So 2 rerolls and an APOC. Alrighty. Oh, wrong team. Where have they gone? So we got 180. So with 180, what can we do? We should be able to get 2 linesmen and a thrower. Sounds good. So linesmen are always sacrificial. So roadkill. And let's go with speed hump. As you can see, utterly skillless. Just got better armor value than Humi. Other than that, they're pretty crap. And then lastly, we'll get a thrower. Or a chucker. And that leaves us 10,000. Now, on the odd chance you bump into a brand new team, you may as well have a cheerleader. That'll get you the 1s up. So there we go, the perfect 10s. And what we'll do is we'll give them a bit of a run and see how they go.